Good evening, Free Enterprise fans, and welcome to tonight's community race. We have our wonderful loot goblin flag set, which means that we need to get all of the loot as Tybalt is showing in his naming scheme. and oh my goodness, and
I
she's
need
Parker
it.
too. We need it. Also, my goodness, I am Xenocat. I am joined here in the booth by Cappy. How are you doing tonight, Cappy?
I'm doing well. I'm getting ready for some chests to be open today.
Yeah, I expect we'll see a lot of chests open. Maybe not quite as many as you would on, say, a Dark Matter Hunt seed, but we've got Open the Troya Treasury with the Earth Crystal, and 4 random objectives. This week it is Conquer the Vanilla Murasame Altar, get Yang, Burn Village Mist with the package, and get Tella. They will always be quests and characters. We have Iridia start, and we have some interesting flags to go over. Notably, K-Main and Trap are on, and not K-Summon and Moon.
Yeah, that means that there are quite a few chests that normally would be completely ignored that they're gonna probably open if they can't get a chance, just on the off chance there's a required key item in there.
Yeah, all of the trap chests in the game are, well, not all of them are exactly put into the pool, but they could all potentially have a key item in them. And we also do know where they all are, as the trap chest locations are vanilla. But
Yes.
another exciting flag that's on is the T Wildish flag, which means that the loot is going to be very good.
Yeah, and especially with that objective number 1, if they get an Earth Crystal early, we're gonna see some really good stuff.
Yeah. Of note, it's not. We've been playing a lot with T Wildish Max Tier 6. This is not Max Tier 6. It's just T Wildish, which means we can have a Tier 7 items wherever we want. So
Yeah, we get to finally answer the question: how many crystal swords is too many?
yeah, I think that's a pretty accurate statement. We were going to find out how many crystal swords are too many crystal swords.
6.
I mean, yes.
Well, actually, no. There can't be adamant. There's no adamants turned on. That's to Frith.
Indeed. We can't get too hectic with our loot. We have to have some semblance of control, but it does look like our runners are off. And it looks like they're getting paired up with a Cane. There's a D-Mist, and we get a Sand Ruby for free and some Cat Claws.
Well, that's going to go great with that Yang that's in the seed.
Yeah, we do know that Yang is available somewhere, and now we have 2 Cat Claws for him. Hooray.
Yeah, Kane, not a bad start. One of the kits they get is the trap kit, so they start with a few Hourglass 2s and Assassin Dagger and Mute Bells. So that might be enough to just go to a couple of the trap locations, namely Castle Evelyn, and maybe start to work.
Yeah, that's definitely a viable option. However, you still need to get a turn in order to use the hourglasses, and Rydia may be slow and able to help Kane get turns quickly, but she's not quite that slow. And it looks like 3 of our runners are headed to the Watery Pass Kaipo area. 2 of them going, Sheep Launcher and Engadave going straight for the Sand Ruby turn, and while Tybalt has decided to loot Watery Pass. Meanwhile, Rex Banner is heading over to Evelyn Castle, and we found an edge. And Rex Banner is going to be happy to see that edge, because he just found a Murasame and a power shirt.
Yeah, oh my good, and an Artemis bow? We're just getting started.
Evelyn Castle is a little bit silly in terms of the quality of loot that you can find there, especially since trap chests are vanilla and you don't have to worry about accidentally running into one. Well, there's the first crystal sword on Tybalt's screen in the waterfall.
Yep. So more. Apparently, Castle Evelyn is in fact Edward's castle. By Edward, I mean Edge.
Yep. There's more edge gear, a full moon, a ninja shirt. Why not?
And a ninja sword. Just swords. Swords all the way down.
Indeed. Tybalt now going into Kaipo to get his edge, while Ingadave and Sheep Launcher are going for the Watery Pass loot.
The Watery Pass has higher, on T Wildish does have a higher chance of good gear, as we can already see that.
Yeah, it's one of the better places to loot. I think one of the only better places to loot strictly from in terms of quality of loot is this Eblin Castle play that Rex Banner is going to.
Yeah. Based off of this start, I mean, we're pretty well set for most of this overworld.
Indeed. Yeah, Rex Banner, it looks like, is going to be following everyone else and heading at least to Kaipo. Yep, gonna go check the character. Meanwhile, Ingadave is the first out of the Kaipo Watery Pass area. And it looks like he's headed towards Mount Hobbs. Not much really for Kane, though. Kane's just got, like, trying to decide whether a Wind Spear or a Slumber Sword is better. Ew. And it doesn't have any edge weapons other than that Assassin Dagger.
Yeah, but I still think they're fine for the Mount Hobbs boss.
Yeah, Edge is a very strong party member even without good gear for the early game. So even Edge, even with just using his flame magic ability, can be pretty strong for the early game. So I don't expect Ingadave or Tybalt, now that Tybalt is climbing Mount Hobbs, to have any trouble with this Rubicon.
And Sid is another nice pickup.
Indeed, Sid is also kind of a slightly worse version of Edge for the early game. He's strong, sure, basically the same hit points, better hit point growth long term. Doesn't have quite the speed or the attack that Edge does, so, and doesn't get quite as good gear later on, but he can turn into a nice anchor or a chemist in the later game. So we'll see we'll see how well this party does through the overworld, but this is looking pretty strong.
Yeah, it looks like Enjadave kept Rydia up, so she took a few levels, but we do have Sid, as you mentioned, and Tybalt did give Rydia a nice nap. It's late. It's time for bed.
Yeah, Rydia needs her nap time. It's too late for her. We have to let the adults take care of things.
We've also got Antlion coming in on Enjadave's side. Not doing much looting, not very good weights here. Might as well just go for the key item.
Yeah, I definitely don't disagree with skipping most of the loot in Antlion, especially since the Antlion cave takes much longer to go through if you're looting every box. But we do have a Lunar Sparkle at the bottom, and oh hey, it's Wyvern!
Witchburn is on, so that's something to note, if we even see him do anything.
Yeah, no, I want to see the Witchburn.
Nope.
We are not going to get to see the Witchburn. Sheep Launcher is going to show us the Hobbs summon. It is Mist today. Mist, not a great Hobbs summon. And hey, you beat a dragon, you get a Dragoon Lance.
That sorts out Kane.
Indeed, that is the weapon we need.
Yeah, it may not be a key item, but still, at this point, it's warranted. And we've just got everyone kind of going through Antlion right now. I assume we're going to see some divergence coming up. Some people might go to Ordeals, or some might try to Fade for Bull.
It looks like Engadave is not on Team Fade for Bull. Equipping that Dragoon Lance on Kane, and it's going to be charging right in. Oh, that's a fun blast. Wyvern said blast.
Yeah, and then he dies.
Yeah. See, now I can't help but imagine that Wyvern is British.
We don't know. He could be.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever heard Wyvern speak?
Well, he just said blast.
This is true.
I got the D-Lunars at Fabul. It's getting these kind of annoying bosses out of the way early.
Indeed, these D-Lunars aren't going to be too much trouble for Engadave. Already has one down. The fire counter might be a little bit annoying. But Dragoonlands kind of solves all of your problems. But it does look like Rex Banner is going to leave Fabul alone and is heading to Baron Inn instead.
There's another Sparkle, and is that a Cecil?
I believe it is. We do see that the reward from Fabul Defense is an Excalibur, and there's a Heroine Robe sitting in the chest in the King's Room.
Oh boy, this seed.
By the way, Paladin was a boss that existed.
Yeah, and then there's Antlion, which at least is something.
Antlion couldn't be on the moon because then we wouldn't see him, so he had to make an appearance at another root spot, Baron Inn 2.
Yeah, still, I don't think Rex Banner's going to have too much trouble with this Edge.
Yeah, Edge is strong, especially when you give him a full moon and a Murasame.
Yep, that's that.
And I mean, that's a rat tail that could lead to more things.
Yeah, but they're going to need to get the hook before they can do that, so it might just sit in their inventory for quite a while.
We'll see. It'll all depend on what our underground access is, because we could have a hook route, which would be a little bit ruder underground access, but would allow the runners to turn in that rat tail relatively early, or it could be a magma key, and that hook could be buried somewhere extremely rude.
Yeah, right now at this point we have the 3 chests at Eblin and the Ordeals key items. Those are the only ones that are left on the overworld.
We do also have the Flame Dog chest in the Tower of Zot.
Yeah, I always forget about that one.
That's not a good one to forget about. It's because of the way that K-Trap works, is it tries to shuffle at least 2 chests from every dungeon into the key item pool. And so that means for any dungeon where there's less than 1 trapped chest, it shuffles that one in automatically, and then it has a chance to add in more, which gets progressively lower and lower.
Hold on, I gotta take notes from my torrent. Seeds.
But basically that means the singleton chests, like the Flame Dog chest in the Tower of Zot, both of the chests along the hook route, the Stalemen and the Mad Ogres there, the Warrior's chest in Feymarch, and the Hairdryer's chest in the Lunar Path, and the Last Arm chest in the Giant of Babel are always going to be included in the key item randomization and have basically the same value as these main key item checks.
Oh, that's a little rude on Ordeals.
Yeah, getting Cecil's actually going to be a bit of an ordeal.
I see what you did there. Yeah, this isn't hard. It's just going to take a little bit, and so Rex is just going to pull up a chair and take it easy.
Silly spirits absorbing fire, so you can't just use the flame spell to get rid of them.
Yeah, so it's just down to attacking those.
Yep. Meanwhile, Engadave and Tybalt have gotten through Baron Inn and acquired their rat tails. Sheep Watcher, it looks like, is following purely in the vanilla routing. Sort of vanilla routing, I should say. Did Fabul and is now going right up Ordeals before going to Baron Inn.
Yeah. Also to note, there was a crystal ring at Ordeals as well.
That is really nice. Really nice piece of gear, and Rex Banner making a heads-up play, switching the Earth Hammer onto Sid so that he can cast Quake with that Earth Hammer, which is not a very high-powered Quake, but it's strong enough.
And best of all, won't be absorbed by those pesky souls.
Yeah, we like attacks that don't heal the enemies. Generally, you do not want to heal your enemies.
Well, unless they're like the D-Lunars, then you can use Cure 2 on them.
Yeah, but that's like, that's not healing the enemy because you're doing damage to the enemy.
Could be tough love.
I suppose it could. But yeah, it looks like all of our runners are kind of converging on Mount Ordeals. So we're gonna get a lot of Gauntlet happening.
Yeah, especially since I think almost everyone has the Crystal Sword and a Cecil at this point.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a Crystal Sword and you have a Cecil, you do a Mount Ordeals. But Rex Banner, the first up onto the mountain, is the first through the Gauntlet. Getting quickly set up for the back attack, saving just in case this back attack is extremely rude. Which, Baiken here, yeah, that's rude.
Yeah, you'd want to see someone else here, ideally.
Yeah, this is not spectacular. We do not approve.
Tybalt is right. Oh no, Tybalt, sorry, it's still at the Gauntlet.
Yeah, Tybalt is just now getting into the Gauntlet. I believe everyone else is already either through it or in it. Nyabari, stop.
This is just it's Mount whatever now.
This is Mount. I guess this is fine.
Mount Shrug.
But you have to say it in that tone where it's not really fine.
It's fine.
You're just dealing with it.
We can say goodbye to Baigen now and into the room with all the stuff.
Yeah, we're going into Cecil's special changing room. That's a Baron key. That could be progression.
Yeah, well, it's also an extra item because the D-Mist was there.
Indeed, we did see D-Mist at the Baiken spot. And oh look, there's some guards.
Well, I mean, Baigen brought his friends with him.
No, well, the friends that he normally would send to Kaipo, I guess.
Well, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Yeah. So he sent his friends that would normally go to Kaipo to the changing room, and he stayed out on the bridge with all the random monsters.
Well, he's not exactly a skilled tactician.
No, I suppose not.
So yeah, I assume that Rex Banner is probably going to go straight to Baron rather than go check Trap Chest right now, just because of the extra key item there, the extra character, the chance to find out who in fact is ruling Baron right now.
Yeah, we need to know who the we need to know who's on the main throne. We don't need to worry about the Baron basement check because that is a
Yes.
summon location and that is turned off.
Yes, and the thing is, we haven't had it turned off in quite a while in flag sets. So will people remember that?
Yeah, it's I hope for our runner's sake that they do. Because that spot can be nasty. Rex Banner, I don't believe, did pick up the Crystal Sword because I don't believe Rex Banner looted Watery Pass.
Yeah, he did not go there. So he's just giving an Artemis bow, which is still, not bad, but it's not
It's still an Artemis bow. It's not the worst. You can do much worse than an Artemis bow and some poison arrows.
Shops today are S standard, which is again standard. Pretty used to those.
We didn't want to go all the way up to wild, so standard is pretty generous. Selling the cat claws, making that play, saying, you know what, I don't need Yon. And to be honest, I have to agree.
Yeah, with what Rex Banner has already, there's no need for it.
Yang is a character that very much exists.
I like him, but I don't need him.
No. But it looks like Rex Banner's decided that he wants a little bit more loot in the Barren Waterway, as the rest of our runners are finishing up Mount Ordeals.
Yeah, I assume they're going to be following very close behind.
Yeah, we'll see. This sort of routing could actually benefit Sheep Launcher a little bit, as he's going to be able to do the Barren Inn and the Barren Castle in one trip. Whereas our other runners who have already done Barren Inn will have to take 2 trips.
Oh, we got double Murasames on Edge now.
Yep, Edge is it's going to slow Edge down a little bit, but he's going to be ready to dish out all the damage.
Yeah, if you always need to, you can always slap the crystal ring out or the ninja hat on him too and speed him back up.
Yep. Sheep Launcher and Tybalt in sync right now, heading down Mount Ordeals. Wow.
Yeah, it's almost frame by frame.
I think their Tellas learned the spells at the exact same time. Yeah, and now we have a demist. Hooray!
Yeah, this isn't gonna take very long.
Yeah, demist is a special boss in Free Enterprise. When you defeat demist, it'll spawn Rydia's mom in Mist Village, and if you go talk to her, she'll give you a key item, potentially. Or she'll just give you, like, a Gaia drum and tell you to leave.
Yeah, and Rex is already through. It looks like Tybalt is making the Eblin check.
Ooh, it has some crystal armor for that Cecil, so might be thinking cover strats, just using a cover Cecil to keep some people alive.
Yeah. Oh, looks like Cecil is also the King of Baron. Twice.
Yep. I mean...
He commits regicide against himself.
Yeah.
And a pretty easy fight. Just stand there, and then get a speech.
Yeah, this spot doesn't have the highest physical attack, so it just tickles. And then he gives his speech about how justice is not the only right in the world, and we move on. And then he crumbles.
Just like, in real life.
Yeah, no, that's what happens when you go talk to a king. The king gives a speech and then crumbles into dust. Also,
hey, there's an objective.
Ooh, that is our yawn. Also, I see these puns in chat. I'm not going to grace any of them by reading them out loud, but I see you.
Wow, Tybalt taught Asura to Rydia. That's something you don't see every day.
Hey, I mean, we don't have a healer in this party, so perhaps thinking that Rydia is going to be the healer.
I mean, she's a healer. She can heal a little bit.
Yeah. Asura is good sometimes, but ooh, Rex Banner has found underground access. That is a magma key in the Barren pot.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is almost certainly required.
Yeah, if it's not required, this is a weird seed.
I mean, we could have like
Earth Crystal Tella and Darkness Crystal and at Zot? Yeah, maybe.
sure. Yeah, Earth Crystal in the Flame Dog chest, Darkness Crystal at Zot with Tella there, package in hair dryers. It's fine. Who needs to go underground?
I didn't see what Tybalt found in that chest, unfortunately.
I did not either. Ooh, important thing to note: Rex Banner headed straight to Braggart to head underground. Well, Enjadave is going to go check on Rydia's mom, but Rydia's mom will not fight Rex Banner today. It's just a life staff. And
Yeah, Rydia is heavy on the irony. Rydia's mom is heavy on the irony today.
she can revive others, but not herself. And thank you to our tracker, Heart Gamer, for telling us that it was another Crystal Sword.
All right, so everyone keeping count. That's 2 now.
Yes, 2 Crystal Swords.
Dupes are allowed.
They are
I think.
indeed. Yeah, no, they are. Rex Banner heading into Dwarf Castle now. We have an Asura at this first spot. This could be a little bit punchy.
And Tybalt gets another Cecil sword.
We need more. More Cecil Swords.
Well, the plus side is that X-Cal can be thrown by Edge.
Yeah, it's a pretty good dart. But well, Rex Banner is dealing with this Asura summon, or this Asura fight, very slowly. And the other runners are mostly clearing through checks that we've already seen. We should shout out our runners, Sheep Watcher, Engadave, Tybalt, Rex Banner. Shoutouts to the behind-the-scenes crew, Nyabari for doing the restreaming, Heart Gamer for doing the tracking on this race, and shoutouts to you, Cappy, for joining me here in the comms booth.
Yeah, and of course, shout out to you, Xenacat, for joining me today.
Yeah, it's been a fun race, and Tybalt has found the Earth Crystal.
Ah, that paid off.
Evelyn Castle had the Earth Crystal.
Yeah, so that makes Eblin Castle required.
Yep, gotta go to Evelyn at some point. Also gotta go to Baron at some point.
We got some divergence now. Enjadave is going down to Feymarch first, checking that free key item.
Yep. I'm gonna at least grab the free key item. We might see a play. Oh, that's some crystal armor.
That's the second set.
Yeah, we need more tanky Cecils, apparently. Your one-stop shopping for giving Kane MP is also down here in the Feymarch.
Yeah, Enjadave, it looks like he remembered that the Feymarch bosses are not going to have anything, so just leaving. Not even check them.
We don't need to look at them. They're not important. Rex Banner is through that Asura and gets a Foo. Yeah, we take that Foo.
Yeah, you do.
Even if we have to fight an evil wall.
Now the question is, what spells does Foo have already?
The answer is not Nuke, but most of the other ones.
Yeah, Quake is good enough.
Yeah, for this spot, definitely. But it does look like Tybalt might be headed to go give us a glimpse at our favorite game.
Rate that treasury!
We're gonna rate that Crystal Sword treasury.
No crystal sword.
Yeah, okay, but it still had crystal in it.
Still great. Crystal armor, Avenger, crystal ring, Masa white shirt. That's a fantastic treasury.
Yeah, another strength ring, another Murasame. Just a good place.
Yep. Rex Banner has found the adamant in Dwarf Castle, so there's a foo.
Oh, did Rex Banner
Not much
remember to
else.
warp? We
I
can't.
don't
probably.
believe he did.
There was sirens available in the Dwarf Castle too. That's handy.
Yeah. If Rex Banner's been keeping his Rydia down, she won't be able to warp. But Fu
Yeah.
might know it.
That might be a potential time loss later on, depending upon what's in that cave.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
I think Rex Banner realized that.
I
Did
think
that.
he just realized that warp glitch is on, and maybe you should. Yeah, Tybalt gets through the flame dog chest. It didn't look like it had anything interesting.
Yeah, Stardust Rod.
Yeah, it's neat.
It's a solid.
It does look like Rex Banner is going to go try to fill in some ground that Enjadave has done, although it looks like he's taking on this Warrior's chest now.
Yeah, with Quake should go down in one shot.
Yeah, just healed up the rest of the party to make sure that they survive long enough to get this sweet experience. Oh, Sheepwatcher's stopping in Tamra. Is he going to be a runner of the people?
Yes. Maybe.
Job Dwarf has been checked. Seat is valid. Is a business professor.
So, did teaches business, or?
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I wouldn't know exactly what that entails. I'm not a professor.
Hey, there was a cursed ring in Fey March.
Nah, that could be pretty good. Although Rex Banner's been pretty diligent about keeping his Rydia down.
Yeah, but at this point now he can just replace the Rydia and use Sid.
This is true. Oof, orbs at the Maga Sisters. Looks like Tybalt is taking the YOLO approach. Try to do all of the damage to the orbs before the CPU can Globe 199 your party.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do, to be honest.
I mean, throw that X-Gal. Yeah, get rid of it. You don't need it anymore. And yeah, Tybalt is through. Looks like Rick's Banner is Diving Self Cave has decided to skip the Toad Lady chest for now. Is just going to go for the Sheila 1 setup. And Tybalt has found a Tella.
Yeah, so that Eblin. There could be another Tella somewhere else, but this is an easy one to get.
Yeah, pretty easy Tella to pick up. Looks like Enjadave is going to be our first runner to show us what the Warp Glitch item is.
You know what's better than one Tella? Second Tella.
And Rex Banner is not going to be burned too hard by not Warp Glitching, as that's just a ninja shirt in the sealed cave.
Rex Banner did remember to go and get that life staff, so that won't be haunting him.
Yep. Now has the ninja shirt in a sealed cave haunting him, and Sheep Launcher shows us a vanilla Leviathan and a Kanazo at Asura.
Yeah, and then we'll never see them again.
Yeah, I hope we don't. Please, Sheep Launcher, leave. Please, those checks are not checks. They do not have anything.
Oh, Tybalt is sharing a lot of laughs with us right now.
Yeah, Golbez decided he didn't want to be a cutscene fight at the top of Zod anymore. He wanted to be a real fight. That's why he had 2 Tellas locked up, so that you would take a Tella so you could fight Tella so Golbez could kill Tella again.
And he just killed Tella again.
Yeah.
And then he left Cecil alive. Oh.
Leaving Cecil alive is a bad idea.
Casual 7,500.
It turns out being weak to holy is not fun when you're up against a crystal sword. Enjadave is starting to explore the lower Tower of Lower Babel, or the lower part of the Tower of Babel, and has found a twin harp in the first chest, I believe.
Yeah, there's the four monster chests there.
Yeah, and these chests are decently likely to have stuff in them. And there's a pigtail. Ooh, Sheila 1 though gives the tower key. So that'll make this Tower Babel even more efficient for Rex Banner.
Yeah, this is an interesting seed. It seems straightforward, but there's that twist of the Earth Crystal.
Yep, the Earth Crystal is hiding out in Eblin, and that's just not a check that our other runners are being led towards.
Yeah, especially with everything else being open right now, except for the moon, which moon doesn't have anything, probably.
Probably. I mean, hair dryers and Last Arm are still definitely valid checks. LST subterranean trap chests are semi-valid. They're rude. They have the lowest chance of anything in the game to have a key item. I don't want value there. That's just rude. I would like this seed to be sub 2 hours.
We got Sheep Launcher deciding that, buying sirens, why bother? Just steal them.
Yeah. Saves on money. Does cost a bit more time. But yeah, I mean, Sheep Launcher's built his party up with just 5 people who can punch things. And honestly, there is some value in that.
Iskorian asked a really good question in chat, which I don't know the answer to. But probably not.
I'm pretty sure that trap chests the underground cannot be gated by moon trap chests on when K Unsafe is not on. But we do have another exciting thing, which is that Enjadave has found darkness in Lower Babel, so there's that.
Yeah, so objective-wise, we know where Tella is, we know where the Earth Crystal is, that gives access to the Murasame altar. We're just looking for a package, and we're in no mode.
Yeah, we just need to find the package. But where could it be?
Anywhere. It could be anywhere.
Yeah, yes, actually. The package gate's literally nothing. So it could be literally anywhere.
Yeah, there's not even a D-Mist behind it, we know, so... Yeah, nothing. There's... Any chest, any trap chest could have it, any key item check could have it.
Possum, we can't have Twin Harp and Random Lunar Trap Chest gating package. We found the Twin Harp. It's in Lower Babel.
The giant trap chest actually isn't too hard to get to. I mean, you just need the darkness crystal, and last arm is pretty easy.
Yeah. Last arm isn't a very threatening chest, and it is higher value than the LST trap chests individually. Enjadave has defeated the Baron guards at the top of the tower and gets some Zeus gauntlets. Those are nice.
Yeah, also nuke on Fu.
Yeah, nuke on Fu is also nice. Rex Banner's now starting to climb the Tower of Babel.
Yeah, and then Rex Banner will be able to give us a tower check as well, eventually. But rather, tower key.
Yeah, and we'll get to find out what is the reward for destroying the super cannon.
Oh, Tybalt, leave.
Oh no, Tybalt, no! Turn back. That's not a check. This is not a check.
Yeah, this is a thing that I probably would have done myself because, again, this is not a flag set you're usually dealing with. So yeah, it's totally understandable.
Very, very much so. But uh-oh.
No, this is Water Hag.
Oh, good. Right. This is Water Hag.
So at least it won't take very long.
I mean, it could be something nice, like what gear could this party use?
Hey, another crystal sword.
No, that they don't have.
Yeah, they don't have a third crystal sword.
That would be a thing. I suppose Bahamut might be worth walking out. Congratulations, you got a silence stick.
Yeah, I'd reset too.
Speaking of Bahamut, Rex Banner has a Bahamut summon from somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna really see Bahamut get cast.
No, not from Rex Banner. Rex, he's keeping his Riddy as a floor anchor.
Yeah, unlike my children, she is sleeping.
But Tybalt is now finally going to get underground after clearing everything on the overworld, and he did find some value up there, to be fair. Which our other runners will have to find, as everything is required, although it looks like Enjadave is heading to Eblin Castle.
I like this. I like this. I mean, I like it even more knowing that the Earth Crystal's there, but I think it's a good play.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid play. These chests are very likely to be shuffled into the pool. So, I think 2 of them are guaranteed in, and the third one is a 50% chance. Definitely don't hate it.
Tybalt is just now heading underground, but he has 3 objectives already completed.
Yeah, he's already gotten Yang, Tella, and opened the treasury. He just has to find the Darkness Crystal, really, and then he's basically caught up, other than getting through all these other checks. And of course, none of our other runners have even been to the moon, so we haven't gotten to the Murasame altar yet. So it turns out the super cannon room was Mylon and friends' secret party room. And I don't think they appreciate us barging in on their party.
Yeah, you see, they didn't invite us, and now it's really awkward because you show up to a party where you weren't invited, and then you open up the earth and plummet them into an abyss.
Yeah, it's just a whole awkward situation all around.
You don't know whether or not you should have brought a drink or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh. Like, was it rude to just unlock the door and walk in there? I don't know. I guess we better just destroy the whole room, just to make sure.
Yes, no evidence is left
No,
behind.
no evidence of this social mishap. Oh my goodness! But yes, Rex Banner will be walking out of the tower to show us what item we get from destroying the super cannon room very shortly. Angeldev is getting some nice swoon procs on these Mad Ogres. Tybalt's getting into Dwarf Castle, got the Foo, which is probably one of the bigger things of value in the underground, and Sheep Launcher's making good progress, has just finished clearing the lower tower of Babel. And it's just a glass hat.
Oh well.
And yeah, Rex Banner's headed to the moon. He's feeling done. He's gonna go raise the big whale. This might be a full moon play. It might just be a check for the character and maybe the hairdryer's chest. We'll see.
Yeah, I doubt he's gonna go all the way down to the lunar subterrane.
I would consider maybe dipping into the lunar subterrane a little bit, maybe taking on the Red Giant's chest and the Warlock carry chest at the top of the LST. Especially since you do have that Murasame altar to clear.
That's true. They are fairly easy to get to.
But I wouldn't feel comfortable diving much deeper than that.
Yeah, the rest of the trap chests are pretty brutal. Behemoths and red dragons. Ugh.
They're kind of disgusting. And also not very valuable statistically, so maybe we can just not deal with them.
I don't think they can hear you.
Yeah. Normally I'm someone who wishes rudeness on the runners and hopes that they run into some rudeness in the LST, but today, no, not today. Because I want sleep. Tybalt also validating the seed with a job dwarf check. Ooh, a shop check. Bacchus are on the moon. That's pretty good for this party. And Enjadave is raiding the treasury.
That Avenger is just so nice. You see that, you feel so good.
Yeah. Free berserk on someone is great.
Especially since you can then keep that crystal armor on Cecil.
Yeah. I mean, I will say that the Avenger also gives you essentially an extra crystal sword to slap on someone else. If, you know, we had
yeah.
4 Cecils to wield the 3 crystal swords or whatever we have. No, we only have 2.
Yeah, well, there could be more Cecils, maybe.
Not on the moon. That is.
It's a white mage.
Is there even a moon character?
I mean, there was a flash of something, and then they were gone.
I mean, Sheep Launcher did manage to get rid of Kane, so I guess there was a moon character this seed. I guess Porum exists. Rex Banner is heading into the lunar path to check the hairdryer's chest. I really like this early play into hairdryers with Quake on Fu. It's a fairly easy trap chest. It's much more valuable than the LST trap chests.
Oof.
Although, I mean, it's not more valuable if all it gives you is a Gapple.
Yeah, still a good check.
It's theoretically a good check. It's just not this seed.
Rex Banner is going to the Giant to check that last arm. I think that's a great plan too.
Yeah, don't fade last arm. Last arm is such an easy thing to think about fading because you're like, oh yeah, no, it's fine. I'll just like clear it on my way back from the moon after clearing the entire LST. I don't need to clear last arm. What are the odds that it has value? It always has value. Do not fade the last arm chest.
I wonder how many people are still in the mindset that Vanilla Giant's on, so we got to stay away from Giant.
Yeah, no, this Vanilla Giant is not on them. You could fight the boss if you wanted to, but you can also just like walk in, hit up the last arm chest, which is the furthest chest in the Giant, and then walk out.
Or reset out if it's nothing useful.
This is also an option. Ooh, it looks like Tybalt is actually headed for some of the Sylph Cave trap chests. Tybalt, you don't need to walk around that little loop-de-loop.
There are 7 trap chests in this one, and 6 of them are in the basement that he's going to.
Yeah, 6 of them are all right next to each other. Super convenient. You can clear through them pretty quickly. Sylph Cave generally individually isn't that great, but because they're so bunched together, it's actually a check to make.
Yes, and I remember one seed where there were 3 adamant armors down there.
Yeah, that can't happen this seed. We don't have adamant armors enabled, but
True.
I'm not sure that Rex Banner knows where the last arm chest is in vanilla.
It's possible. I mean, there are resources available to find out where all these chests would be, but how often do you loot the Giant?
That is a very good point. It not often, and yes, the last arm is the last chest in the Giant of Babel.
But it's very clearly an eye.
Hush. It's the last arm.
I guess if all you had was an eye, it would be your last arm. It just blows itself up instantly.
Yeah. Tybalt is making... And, ooh, there, see? Last arm always has the goods. That's a pan.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
This is why we check last arm.
Now, if I remember correctly, Yang won't give a key item, but Sheila 2 will.
That is correct. Yang in the bed cannot give a key item, as that's a summon check, but Sheila 2 could absolutely be a key item.
How many Murasames have we seen this season now? Somewhere around 10 to 20.
Maybe. I feel that I should clarify that just because you don't get a key item from Yang doesn't mean you don't have to go hit Yang. And also the Sylphs will give you a nice item, just not a key item.
Yeah, and that bonk is satisfying.
It is very satisfying. Yeah, Rex Banner is going down into Sylph to chase the pan check that he's got. Might take on Toadwady on this trip through. We'll see what he decides. Nope. No need for Toadwady yet, according to Rex Banner. Gonna just dive down and bonk Yong and then head to Sheila.
I don't think Tybalt has found anything of value yet. Another Avenger is nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things, but no key items, as far as I'm aware. But it does look like Enjadave is going to give us some music soon.
Truly a man of the people.
Oh, we have some value. There is a hook in the Sylph Cave.
Oh yeah, that could be pretty nice.
I mean, we can turn the rat tail in now.
And it does give access to another trap chest.
2 more. Both of which are very, very valuable trap chests. And the pan is some Zeus gauntlets. So last arm tried. And then Sheila didn't have the goods.
Yeah, I think that's also the second Zeus gauntlet, so we're just set.
Yeah, but I believe that we should probably start thinking about being quiet soon.
Well, why should we do that?
We're gonna get some special music that is going to be randomized, and I think chat wants to listen.
Yeah, I see all the harps in chat. I'll be quiet now.
I hope y'all enjoyed that rendition of the battle theme from Lufia 2. Don't worry that it's over, because we're gonna get another rendition from Sheep Launcher, and it's an assassin dagger. I love it.
Oh man, that is rough.
Yeah, definitely not value. Although I think we're gonna have to be quiet again for the reprise.
I'll go find my mute button.
And another harp rendition is done.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, Rex Banner is going to go head up the treasury.
yeah, and we've got the Toad Lady over on Engidave's side.
Yay, Toad Lady! We might get to find out finally what Toad Lady has. I really like Toad Lady early, especially on vanilla traps, because she's so far away from the other Sylph traps. She's on your way to Shiva 1, and she can't kill you.
She can annoy you a lot, though.
She can be very annoying, but she cannot kill you. All she does is cast Toad. Looks like Rex Banner does not care about the treasury, though.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, and an hour in, with everything we found.
Yeah, it seems fair.
Oh, there's that Luca key.
Yep, Enjadave did do the warp glitch, so won't have to worry about chasing that. It's just, oh hey, this is a key item, I guess, that you have now.
Yeah, with D-Mist already found, it's completely pointless to check.
Indeed.
Just throw it on that keyring and forget about it.
Yep. More. We gotta collect all the keys. I mean, Enjadave still doesn't have the tower key, which I believe he'll get from Sheila 1.
Yeah, and that's just a glass hat, if I remember correctly.
Yep. Nothing exciting behind that tower key.
I mean,
So
other than the satisfaction of ruining Mylon's party.
At this point, we're running out of checks to really make. I think we've got the rat tail turned in, and then it might be LST time.
Yeah. Because the other moon checks will not have anything.
Yeah, no, there's no other checks on the moon other than the trap chests and the LST. We've already seen hair dryers and last arm, and what those chains have led to. We've seen tower. We've seen every chest in Sylph. We've seen Feymarch and the Warrior's chest. We've seen Dwarf Castle. We've seen the Warp Glitch item. We've seen all these overworld rabbit holes cleared. Hey, the pink tail's a Bahamut summon. So that's neat.
Oh, okay. Saved.
No LST today. And yes, thank you, Lord Goober. We do still have Eblin Cave, but we do not have to do the LST.
Yeah, in
Tibble
fact,
is now
Tibble's
in go mode.
Yeah, exactly. With the Darkness Crystal, yeah, go mode. Just go ahead. You don't even have to collect the character. You just have to burn the village.
Yep, just gotta sit through this cutscene, take on the Murasame altar, and then go fight Zeromas. Oh, hi, Rosa. Do we care?
I don't think we care. We have Fu, and Fu is arguably just as good a healer as Rosa at this point.
Yep, I don't really think Rosa is a top priority to take in this party. Oh, Rosa's just like visiting Rydia's mom, and then we come along and are like, hey, no. Also, that frog is angry at Rosa. Rosa has wronged it. And Fu says no.
And then everyone died. The end.
Yep, I guess that's the end of our story. The end of the seed. That's it. There's nothing more.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. And as always, I'd like to give a shout out to...
Oh, no, you can go ahead with the shout out.
No, it's just, but yeah, seriously, shout out to Nairobi, Nairobi, sorry, for restreaming in Heart Gamer 26, like we've talked about before, for keeping us honest.
Indeed, they're doing a phenomenal job, and we wouldn't be able to just sit back and relax and talk about the seed without them.
So let's see. So much of the seed has been cleared already. I don't even know how much of a grind is really necessary at this point.
Yeah, they might need a little bit, but not a lot, really.
Yeah, we've
With
got.
the gear that we've got a Crystal Sword Cecil, uh, Dragoon Lance Cane, double Masa Edge, I think, for some runners.
Yeah, and then we've got a maybe an Excal or two to throw.
It's silly.
The Bacchus wines are on the moon too.
Yeah, not sure how much more we need in terms of levels. And as Tybalt is heading to the moon, I would like to point out that I don't believe we had there are a lot of other people running out off Restream, and we have not had a single person finish so far.
That is correct. Yeah, we have 17 people running today.
Yeah, so out of this, and we're only seeing 4 of the 17 runners in this race, and so far none of them have finished.
It joined.
I mean, I think that summarizes a lot of the ways that some people feel about Porum. Like, yes, I guess she joined. Wonderful.
And then she left.
Yeah, no, it was very, very quick.
Yeah, C-Buy isn't on, I don't think, so she just goes to the tower to retire.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be fair, would you take a child into this moon to fight, like, a powerful force of hatred?
Well, it depends on what gear they have.
I mean, it also depends on which child.
Yeah, I mean, with last week's flag set, yeah, I'd bring a child. Exactly, yeah, kids have to have hobbies too.
I suppose. Tybalt is going to use his one siren in the inventory to fight some King Ryus here outside the Murasame altar.
It's quick, you can life glitch it. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, and we have a Dragoon Lance.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, and we also have 10 key items, I'm pretty sure, at this point.
Yeah, that looks like more than 10. And also weak. Lots of things are going well for Tybalt here.
Yeah, getting the package off that rat tail, you feel pretty good. Just get to skip all of the moon.
Indeed. It's never a good feeling when you have to check LSD trap chests on K-Trap. They feel terrible. But we are about to find out which boss is at the Murasame altar. I feel like this is very anticlimactic.
Yeah, I know. It's you know, whatever.
Hi. Hi. You're a boss.
I mean, again, if you're Tybalt, you're feeling great.
Yeah. This is a boss that exists. Now, unfortunately for Possum in chat, Gauntlet was the first fight on Ordeals. So, no gauntlet up here. But that would have been fun.
Ogo would have been fun too.
Yeah, but sadly we get Dr. Luge. Which as a runner is great, but as a viewer is, Anyhow, Dave is in go mode.
Yeah. So yeah, this is still pretty close. And Rex Banner just got his hook, so he'll be in go mode soon.
Yeah. Yeah, the seed is starting to wrap itself up.
Engine Dave just dropped his hovercraft in the middle of the ocean.
I mean, that's what you do when you're done with your hovercraft. You don't leave it lying around in someone's way. You put it away. And when you put it away, you put it in the middle of the ocean where it's not in anyone's way. It makes sense.
I'm trying to think of any justification for that, but folks, please do not leave your hovercrafts in the middle of the ocean. You sent it to me. I can use a hovercraft.
I think it's actually theft prevention. You can't steal a hovercraft if no one else has any way to get access to your hovercraft.
Yeah, now we're thinking.
Oh, Tybalt. Oh, Tybalt, yes. Tybalt is poison walking.
Yeah, this is
All
great.
the way down the LST. I love it.
Just a nice way to give it a little extra jazz.
Yep. Chat, I see, has mixed feelings about Poison Walk. I'm a fan. I am very much a fan of the Poison Walk.
Yeah, once you turn off the FX, then yeah, we'll go for it.
Yeah, no. Flash effects? No. I hate Poison Walk flash effects. Do not Poison Walk flash effects. Poison Walk sound? Yes, please give me more.
We get the save. I mean,
The save is fine. Just
yeah,
don't
no,
use a healing item to cure your poison, whatever you do. I mean, you gotta make sure you're all safe and ready to go.
yeah, it looks like, Power Shirt, Crystal Sword, Zeus Gauntlet. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a party that can handle Zeromus. The Poison Walk continues. This makes me so irrationally happy, and I love it. Yeah, yes, cap. The cap. Cecil's wearing the cap. Which I believe is the same tier as other wonderful items like the staff, the rod, the spear, the whip. There are other of those items, I swear.
We are almost down, so I guess there's something we have to ask. I think
Yeah,
we're contractually obligated to ask it too.
Yeah, I think. Well, I'm seeing some flags in chat, which I mean, it's late. I'm tired. I think it might be nap time.
Yeah. So how is Butt today?
I think you misspoke. I think you mean, whose butt are we gonna kick tonight? We can't move Zeromus around, but we can't leave him vanilla, so we give him a whole bunch of different costumes he can put on. 520 something. I don't know the exact number. There are many.
Every time I restream, it increases by like another 30. or rather, I commentate.
Also, follow-up question: is butt cute?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with this one.
I am not either.
Oh, just kidding. Okay, I haven't really played that series.
Neither have I.
Tybalt is well set up. Silk Web, Nerf the Big Bang, Crystal Sword Cecil. Oh, and he takes a nuke. That's annoying.
Yeah, it's fine. This is fine.
Yeah, this is what, like something like 8,000, maybe 10,000 damage a turn.
This is fine.
And a reminder, it is getting pretty late, so put your Tellas to bed too.
Yeah, Tella is getting old. He needs to go to bed earlier than most folks. He just can't stay up as late as he used to.
Fu though, he's a pretty spry.
Yeah. No, Tybalt is putting out well over enough damage to skip the second Big Bang. Probably, maybe even entirely, and just skip right to media phase. Meanwhile, we have dueling Dr. Luge fights on Rex Banner and Engidave's screens.
Yes, that him being on the moon truly proves that doctors are without borders.
I see what you did there.
Tybalt took the second Big Bang, and yeah.
Ooh, this could be. Oh no, that's the Flash. GG's to Tybalt, and we'll see if we can get him into here for an interview. Tybalt is not our overall winner. He's in third place behind Solaris, who finished with a time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, 27 seconds in first place, and Flurry 14 finishing with 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 50 seconds. And now we're joined by Tybalt, who has finished in third place with a time of 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 19 seconds. GG's to you, Tybalt.
Thank you.
How are you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good. I got sniped.
we saw that. We were rooting for you. I mean, I was rooting for you with that poison walk all the way down the LST.
Well, I mean, blame Luge for that one.
I mean,
I'll credit him instead.
why would you bother healing poison?
Yeah, it takes time.
Don't waste time. Just poison walk.
Yeah.
So overall, how'd you feel about this seed?
I felt pretty good. I going into Watery Pass and instantly finding a crystal sword. I'm like, where's the Cecil? I need him now. And then things kind of open up like, oh, here's an edge for you. Thank you. Oh, look, Cecil's a Baron Inn. I've got an edge. I can get through this. And then the seed pretty much just opened up after that.
Yeah. What was your thought process behind going to Ebwin Castle after getting through Mount Ordeals versus going to, say, Baron Castle with the Demist at Vigen?
Getting levels on Cecil, I knew I could get through those 3 trapped chests and have enough levels on Cecil to blow right through Baron.
Yeah, it makes sense, and it ended up being the correct play with the Earth Crystal there, and Earth Crystal leading to Tella.
Yep, the two Tellas.
the twin Tellas up in their tower with Golbez.
And right around the Fey March time, I remembered that it was only K main, K moon.
Yeah, we were wondering about the trip into Baron Basement. We figured, we play with K Summon on a lot. Unfortunately, you didn't end up falling into any of the Fey March fights.
It's right at that time, like, wait, it's K main, K moon. Check the shop for Bacchus, and I'm out.
Yeah.
Then I didn't need Bacchus, considering I found 2 Avengers.
Yeah, no, I mean, why would you need Bacchus? Just use Avengers. Avengers are OP.
Yeah, that's actually my tip to everyone. Don't use Bacchus, just use an Avenger.
I mean, it is better.
Yeah. And then all the Bahamut's for Rydia. I mean, I had originally thought about keeping her on my team for Azura, and then Fu happened.
Yeah, Fu will do that.
And I'm like, I'll take Fu.
I think it was a reasonable call.
But the Tower of Babel holding all of the good key items, Sylph having nothing.
I mean, statistically, Sylph trap chests are not great. Based on the way trap chest randomization works. They're not great. They are not weighted highly.
I figured I'd get through them fairly quickly, and therefore, if I found Pan or if I found Tower Key in there, I would still gonna do Tower next. But
the way that they work, they're pretty fast. They're pretty fast to tear through, but they're not great individually. But I mean, they were required tonight. They had a hook there, and that let you turn in the rat tail for the package.
And of course, Golbez on Tower of Zot.
Yeah.
Like, don't hit Cecil, please.
I mean, he cooperated.
Yep, I'm like, cool.
And then that was that, just one hit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Golbez truly.
Crystal Sword happened.
Golbez truly not a master of strategy.
No.
So, yeah, on another note, we have dual Zeromus fights going on here.
You got any other questions for me?
I don't really have any other questions. Any final thoughts on the seed before we let you go?
No, I think I did fairly well. Thanks for the restream. Thanks for the commentating that you guys do. It's always wonderful. Thanks for the tracking with Heart, and Nabari for doing the restream.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming on and putting on a show for us. It's a pleasure to watch you.
Have a good one.
Night.
And I just noted that the Legend Sword was actually on the Lunar Subterranean today.
Yep. If you wanted to forward, you had to dive LST, which is not great. We do have a couple more finishers that finished up during that interview. We had PK4787 finish in 4th place with a time of 1 hour and 19 minutes even. Frankie Bones finished in 5th place with 1 hour 20 minutes 47 seconds. And now we'll see if one of our runners on stream will finish in 6th place.
Yeah, we've got Rex Banner slightly ahead.
Yep, Rex Banner and Enjadave are both taking on this Z fight.
Yeah, I think gear-wise are pretty comparable. There was what, the Crystal Sword and Eblin, and I think pretty much everyone saw that one, at the very least.
Yeah, I think everyone at least has one Crystal Sword. I don't think Sheep Launcher has been to Eblin yet, but I mean, if you get that one, because you've got to do Eblin at some point for the Earth Crystal anyway, then you're set.
Oh, we got rocks on Rex Banner's side, so this is almost done.
Indeed. Good dodges there. And that's a crumble. Rex Banner is done.
Yeah, and did indeed finish in 6th place with a time of 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 27 seconds.
And we'll see if we can get him in here for an interview. Might be a joint interview with Engidave, depending on when Engidave finishes up. But no, we are joined here by Rex Banner. GG's on your finish, Rex Banner.
Oh, GG's, how's it going, folks?
It's going well.
Good. How's it going for you?
Not bad. That was actually a rather nice speedy seed.
Yeah, I mean, Crystal Sword Cecil will do that for you.
Yep, I almost wish I had looted Eblin earlier.
Yeah. But, I mean, you did do that early Eblin Castle loot play for the untrapped chest, and you had the ninja swords there much earlier than any of the other runners on Restream, which helped a bit with your overworld.
Yeah, Edge felt pretty powerful for the overworld after that run. I was the Murasame, Ninja.
Yep. It's like a power shirt in there.
Yeah.
Just all of the Edge gear. Full Moon for back row glitch and Ninja Shirt in case you want to give him defense. Everything.
Yeah, I was caught off guard like when I went to the Sand Ruby. I'm like, because there's no way there's an Edge in this seed with this amount of Edge gear I just got. I'm like, there
Nope.
is an Edge?
Yes. The seed was like, here, have an Edge on the house. Just here,
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah, that was a very nice surprise from this seed.
Yeah. We are also now joined by Engidave, who just wrapped up his seed, or his Z fight, finishing the race in 7th place with a time of 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 35 seconds. I'm going to give you that kind of same question that I started Rex Banner with. Any general thoughts on how the seed went for you, Engidave?
That was speedy, especially from finding that crystal sword. Was it 3 minutes in?
Yeah, it was really fast.
Yeah, it was just kind of chilling there in the front room of Watery Pass.
This was basically everything for Cecil the seed.
Yeah, you two actually had really interestingly divergent routes in that Rex Banner went to Eblin Castle instead of Watery Pass for the early loot and found all of the Edge gear. Just like Murasame Ninja Sword, Power Shirt, and a Full Moon for back row.
Or it would have been nice.
But did not find that crystal sword until later when I think you went back to Eblin for the trap chests, Rex.
Actually, I found it from the pan initially. After I did the
yes,
pan,
the pan.
I'm like, okay. You know, the alert wasn't a complete waste of time in the giant, and then I went to Eblin and I opened up that chest, and I'm like, never mind.
My thinking there was there's a chance I'd have to go back to Evelyn later to hit the trap test. I only wanted to make one visit to Evelyn. That's why I went Watery Pass first.
Yep, that does make sense.
Yeah, and it was a good thing you did go back because that Earth Crystal.
Yeah, it turned the way the key items rolled. It just turned out you needed to go to Eblin and clear the trap chest at some point. But yeah, it was really interesting to see the wildly divergent routes of Rex Banner. You going up and taking that cheeky hair dryers and last arm chest relatively early.
Yeah, the last arm was because I did a practice seed and I might have forgot it existed and it was holding the final key item I needed.
Yeah, I mean, last arm is a fairly valuable trap chest. I would definitely say check it before diving the LST.
Yeah, and then finding that pan could have really been something.
I thought it was until I went to Eblin.
It turns out Eblin had the value all along.
Maybe the real Eblin was the friends we made along the way.
I mean, Eblin got you Tellas. Indirectly.
So many Tellas.
2.
Yes, there were 2 Tellas. And they were both hanging out gated by Golbez. Which I found very amusing.
I didn't because I hadn't saved after CPU.
Oh yeah, no, that wouldn't be very fun then.
I never saved before I went into tower.
Oh my.
Oh, that could be even worse.
Yeah, Golbez is scary there. Those spells actually hurt. real bad.
What that virus hit for, like 2,500, something ridiculous.
Yep, that sounds right. That's the Valhalla spot. But yeah,
My
it was
delay was from going to the moon was I just wanted to make one trip there, didn't have the pass, just wanted one trip, hit the Pale Dim, and then go straight down.
Yeah. No, and I would say that definitely makes sense because no one likes doing the LST trap chests. Let's be honest. Does anyone enjoy fighting double red dragons?
Not really. Even with the Dragoon Spear, they're still not that much fun.
Yeah, I'm very much on team Fade LST on K-Trap, and it turned out to be correct this seed.
But we do have another one of these coming up on Friday, which could be more fun. And by fun, I mean fun for people watching.
Oh, it might be
Watching
fun.
it more fun. Maybe we'll have required moon trap chests next time.
Yeah, let's just hide the Earth Crystal behind like some chain from the Red Dragon, Blue Dragon chest. Why not?
I'm okay with that. Those are the fun seeds.
This seed, it seemed like it pretty much came down to how fast do you check Sealed Cave.
Yeah, it was basically when do you get to Sylph Cave? Because Sylph Cave is kind of
Oh,
gross.
Cave, sorry.
But the hook was there, and that's what you needed.
Oh yeah, I got one question for Rex Banner. So when did you realize G Warp was on?
What?
The warp glitch was on.
Yeah, the warp glitch was on.
I never realized it, so, yeah.
It's fine. Sealed Cave had a ninja shirt. You didn't miss anything.
Yeah, we
Oh.
just thought when you flew over Sealed Cave and kind of did like a little juke, we thought you were like, oh, whoops.
Nope, I didn't realize the warp glitch was on. Unfortunately, that glitch is my downfall. I rarely ever play with it on, so I forget about it all the time. The amount of times I've done a seed where it had it on, and then I'm like, walk out of the dwarf castle, I'm like, oh no. I'm gonna have to remember this for Friday.
Yeah. It didn't bite you this time, but it could be something real valuable down there, and the Luca key could be on the moon. It wasn't on the moon this seed. It was in, I think, it was in some trap chest on the blue planet somewhere.
The only thing on the moon was the Legend Sword today.
Probably one of the trap chests in Babel. I think 3 of them had key items.
I think the Babel ones were Harp, Pinktail, and Darkness. I think Luca was like Toad Lady or something.
Luke would be Toad Lady, because that was the only trap chest on Earth I didn't do.
Yeah. No, I think it was Toad Lady, so it wouldn't have been that bad, but still a little rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting the confirmation that Toad Lady was Luca. Yeah. Do you two have any other thoughts for us?
Just like to thank you folks for putting this on. Thanks to the restream, thanks to the tracker, thanks to you folks doing commentary. These are always a fun event, and without you guys doing this, we couldn't do them.
Same. Thank you to everyone for having us. GG's to everyone who's finished this race.
Thank you
GGs
both
to you.
GG's to both of you. Thank you both for agreeing to be volunteering to be restreamed and putting on a great show for us. Have a good night.
Alrighty, thank you folks. GG's.
So we've had a few people finish since. We have a Stone Dingley coming in 8th place with a time of 1 hour 26 minutes 14 seconds. Poydrak finishing in 9th place with a time of 1 hour 29 minutes and 32 seconds, and Commander Leonhardt finishing in 10th place with 1 hour 30 minutes and 58 seconds. And it looks like Sheep Launcher is doing the Lunar Subterrane right now.
Yeah, this is not necessarily the best place to go, but Yeah, I mean, it'll get experience, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be ready for Z when he goes up to him. Looking at the key items, it looks like he hasn't been to Eblin and he hasn't done the those 6 chests in Sylph. I did see him do Toad Lady though.
I think he did. He does have the Luca key, so he's done Toad Lady. He just hasn't done Sylph Cave or Eblin Castle.
Yeah, one of the problems with vanilla trap chests is that sometimes you forget where they are.
Yeah, this trap chest is going a little bit pear-shaped for Sheep Launcher, but hopefully he can get these Warlocks down quickly.
Yeah, there's one down, so... Okay, there we go.
Yep, okay, he's through.
Yeah, Nayubari mentioned that he was kind of trying to figure out where those trap chests were
Hey,
located.
we found the pass.
Oh, hey, that's handy.
That is definitely a very nice thing to have.
Yeah, a sheep launcher can go and
But
do...
it might keep Sheep Launcher up here trying to find the value and be able to finish up on the blue planet, which unfortunately is not necessarily going to work out.
No, but he is getting the required objective anyways, so that it is something. And yeah, this could easily have been a gamble that really paid off. It could have been very possible something required was up here, and then, you know, everyone who did everything else would be people behind now.
Yeah, looks like had a little pause there to try to maybe figure out strategy going forward, whether he wants to keep diving the moon or go back to the blue planet and check on things there. Thinking about maybe taking on the Murasame altar at this point.
Yeah, it's you got at this point everything is open, so it's really kind of tough to figure out where should I be going.
Yep, looks like he is heading back into the OST. And looks like he's going to be diving a little bit deeper for trap chests.
Yeah, let's see. There's the one that he got on the way to the altar, and there's another one before. There's like 6 on what B4.
Yeah, there's a bunch on B5 on the outside area
Right.
of B5, but there's none of these ones are trapped in here.
Yeah, there's a behemoth chest.
There's a behemoth chest at the very bottom of B4, and then
Yeah.
the outside ones on B5 are trapped. The one kind of on B6 on the way down to B7 in that room is trapped. The one, and then there's the 2 towards the top that are
Right.
trapped.
Yeah, I actually just opened up the maps. That would have been smart of me to do.
I have all these memorized because I may have run in a club that we had going on before LHL that had vanilla traps and K-trap enabled. I wonder who turned on K-trap. That sounds like a terrible idea. Who would do such a thing? And we all had to learn where all the vanilla traps were. Because some of the objectives got to be very, very many objectives that were all required, and it became a thing.
And speaking of behemoths, here's one.
We found a behemoth. Hooray!
honestly I don't know the stats of these monsters. I only know the stats of the bosses at this point.
They're tough. They punch hard. They're very slow though, so it's actually good to be fast anchored against behemoths because their agility ranges from 1 to 3.
Okay, good to know.
But they also counterattack every single attack that you do on them. So maybe Yang hitting here not so helpful.
Hey, he's helping.
He's not though. He's triggering counterattacks. And those counterattacks hurt.
Let him help.
I suppose he does need to feel helpful. I
See,
mean,
look, he killed it.
fine. This is fine. Crystal Ring, Sheep Launcher does not care.
Yeah, and going down. This is the floor.
Yep, this is the floor where like 5 of the trap chests are. One of them is on that path up to the Crystal Sword altar. But the others are all right here, and this is where the double dragons are. The rudest of fights.
Yeah, and Kane is no longer on this team.
Yeah, so unfortunately no Dragoon Spear wield to wield. Or no character to wield the Dragoon Lance. Oof. Oh no.
This is this is a rude fight.
Such a rude fight.
This is why all the other runners were very happy to not have to do these chests. Starfall Infinity, Loot Goblin is not technically open every treasure chest, but the key items are in chests. They could be in trap chests, so there's a lot more being open than normal.
Indeed, and oh, this trap chest is just going sideways for Sheep Launcher, unfortunately. Yeah, I think this is going to be an unfortunate wipe here.
Yeah, there it goes. That's a tough fight, though. You don't want to be doing that fight if you can avoid it.
Yeah, and it looks like Sheep Launcher has forfeited. It's a reasonable decision to make, given that's a rude double gold dragon fight, and the LSD trap chests are disgusting.
Yeah, give a GG in chat for Sheep Launcher. That is a tough one.
Indeed. We'll see if Sheep Launcher wants to come in for an interview. Although,
looks like he is interested.
Yeah, there's obviously no pressure to come in for an interview. The interview is all voluntary. We don't want to force anyone who's feeling not great to interview, but we're always happy to interview our runners.
Yeah, it's no pressure here.
Everything is voluntary in the free enterprise community. And we are now joined by Sheep Launcher. GG's on sticking that seat out for that long.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Those dragons, man.
Yeah,
they're rough.
They are really rough. I thought I'd try and make the Galaxy Brain play by trying to take the easy way out for most of the run, but yeah, eventually I had to run into those dragons. Eventually I had to figure out what to do in Sylph Cave. Eventually I had to find that one trap chest in Castle Eblin. So yeah, let me be an example to you. You don't need to fully know the game in order to have fun with this and to be featured on Restream. So have fun. come on in.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to have explored Sylph Cave for a while.
I mean, Sylph Cave is confusing.
Yeah, especially.
I
There's so
found my
many
way down there one time, and then I couldn't figure out how to get back down there. So, you know,
There's like stairs that go back and forth between like the same 2 or 3 screens. There's like pitfalls. There's
You could draw me a map and I'll still get lost.
no. It's like what? How do I get from point A to point B? I don't know. Sylph Cave is wacky.
well, I think you know, Xenocat. I think you're kind of selling yourself short there, but
I have
yeah.
walked through Sylph Cave many a time. But it is a confusing cave, for sure.
But yeah, that was a ton of fun, and eventually I will finish this seed because I know there's a good way through it. I just wasn't figuring it out at the moment, and I didn't want to waste any more of your all's time. But I hope you two, I hope Restreamer and Tracker had fun, and I hope everybody in the audience had fun too.
I had fun. I hope that everyone else had fun as well.
Yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun. This was a fun race to watch. It's real fun when you get to have all their good gear, you know?
It really is. Having a crystal sword early on, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
a Cecil to go along with it.
Yeah, that was certainly a nice find. When I felt confident when I had a crystal sword early on, and then a Cecil in the Baron, and after I had done ordeals. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the seed really didn't throw too much at you early on. It just came down to some of those hidden items later in the seed that were just like not in super great places.
Yeah, and as far as I know, it's still a mystery. So I hope, I hope it wasn't as mysterious to a lot of other people. And yeah, that was it. You know, it was a fun seed to run.
Yeah, we're certainly glad to have had you, and we'll keep the mystery going since you mentioned you want to finish that one off.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah,
I mean, if you want to.
yeah. Obviously, no pressure to finish the seed, but we won't spoil it for you. It can be a surprise.
Yeah, well, I'm sure I'll have it spoiled when I listen to your wonderful commentary, Xenocat. I've worked with you enough to know that you're a wonderful commentary. Cappy, I'm sure your commentary was wonderful because you're a great person. And thanks once again to HeartGamer26 for the tracking, Nyabari for the restreaming. I just want to say everybody's names a lot of times.
Let's say Sheep Launcher's name a few times too.
Yes.
Make sure you
Yes.
follow him and all of our other racers today.
Please give
Tybalt.
all of the fine folks that we showed off, Sheep Launcher, Engadave, Tybalt, and Rex Banner, give them all a follow. They're all great runners of this game. Give the rest of this restream team a follow. Give Nyabari on the restreaming, Hart on the tracking, Cappy as my fellow co-commentator. You did great.
Thank you, and you did great as well. Even if you did do a couple of puns.
Listen, I'm not a pun master, but I have to drop a couple puns in here every now and then. But yeah,
give everybody a follow. It don't cost nothing.
It really doesn't. We will be heading over to Plumeria Knight, who is running in the mystery ladder race that's happening. Do not spoil this race. Also, for the ladder race, do not give any tips or hints to Plumeria at all. Do not tell him who his opponent is. Do not do any of that. You will get bonked very hard if you do any of these things. No spoilers at all for anything. Okay, fine. You can spoil the Star Wars franchise.
Oh. Oh no.
We don't control that. Goodness. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Not my best work.